Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to share out really quickly. Um, how is everybody today? I have decided that I have to do lives before I go out to do inventory and work in other areas. I just have to, because if not, by the time I'm done, I'm so technical in the brain that I just can't even continue for the day. So today I am on here. We are going to talk about animal totems and anything else that comes up today. So there we go. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to share out just a little bit. See, here, sharing out. Let's see. Where do I want to share to? Where do I want to share to? So I hope everybody's had a wonderful weekend. If not, having been wonderful, let's make it a wonderful week by creating that energy within our energetic field itself. Why am I not seeing stuff? Oh, you know why I'm not seeing stuff? It's because I have not been as active as I should be. I have not been. So I am working on trying to find some new groups to share to and expand a little bit. We have been a little bit relaxed because we have been doing more of the crystal inventory and stuff like that, and doing the business aspect of things. And when you do the business aspect of things and you really immerse yourself in it, you may find that you feel a little bit more disconnected. And it's really kind of difficult because right now we all feel a little disconnected, some of us do, because of the energies that are going on. The good news, good morning, everybody. Good morning. The good news is that those energies are starting to feel better. They're starting to feel a little less oppressive, a little less crushing. And this has absolutely nothing to do with politics or anything like that. It is the energies that be, you guys, that are floating around, that we are all immersed in. So just know that as we are coming out of this, hopefully this 5-planet retrograde, which just kicked my ass. It kicked my butt, you guys. I ain't gonna lie. It just really threw me for a loop. Along with the full moons that we had, it really. There we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna share to one more place because my guides tell me to share to one more. They say you're missing something. I'm okay. Let me go find what I'm missing. So what do we have going on? We're going to talk about, of course, animal totems. Why are we going to talk about animal totems today? Because animal totems, somebody on here is giving me a headache. Some animal totems are one of the very first energies that I connected to. And I was so tickled the first time I actually was able to work with any kind of energies. Okay, let's do that. They may not like that, but they'll be okay. So animal totems were my very first initiation into actually getting readings, and that was through shamanism. And it was just this aha moment that there were energies available for us to communicate with. So as it really holds something really close to me as I do animal totems, because it was just this wow. So if everybody could share one time, that'd be great. If you're not a member of My Mystical Life, please go over to the webpage, or the Facebook page, My Mystical Life, and join. And we also offer on mymysticallife.com, you guys, for $11 a month, you can sign up for our continuing classes. Today's class that just come out is Quartz 2.0. I hope you guys get a kick out of the class because we try to add a little bit of humor to it. And this definitely had humor. And I'm so glad that the dogs are outside because somebody just rang the doorbell and they would be going batshit crazy. No joke. So yes, and I see questions. So you guys are welcome to ask questions. Saying. So if you guys have questions about how to work with animal totems or how animal totems come in, how they go out, how do we know what our animal totems are, feel free to ask. That's my primary thing, you guys. I'm a teacher by spirit and by calling, so I love to share that as well. But I do want to answer Diane question. She says, do animal totems change as we grow and our lives change? Diana, I have to say that absolutely. Absolutely. The same goes with our regular guides. So when you sign up for a lifetime, you may have, and generally we start with 7 animal totems and seven guides, and then an assortment of angels as well. So, but what happens is we start with those basics, the ones that really are going to stick with us, and those are our permanent totems and guides. And then as we go through life, we find that those guides were our basic guides. And as we need different things, different guides come in. All right, different animal totems come in, and those are transitional. So if you guys are on a group, just know that unless you're on My Mystical Life, I can't see anything but Facebook user as your name. Facebook's been messing with us. I'm sorry. It's the only way I can see it, and be able to share out to other venues as groups and stuff like that. So if you're on a group like Late Bloomers, Healers, or Intuitives or something along those lines, head over to My Mystical Life on Facebook. It's a Facebook page, and I'll be able to see your name because I don't want to misput somebody because I couldn't see their name. So as these animal totems come in and they go out, we find, okay, here's an example. Sam has a guide that's and this is a regular guide, not an animal totem, but they work the same way. He is a financial guide. So when Sam feels like he needs a little help with setting up some finances or doing some investing, he'll call upon this one guide. And this gentleman, he is adorable. I have a sketch of him. I sketched him out, actually. He's a portly little guy with suspenders and pinstripe pants. He looks like he's from the 40s or 50s. And he comes around with a calculator. He comes around with a really old calculator, and he's adorable. But and I don't remember his name, but I have a sketch of him because Sam and I share a lot of information intuitively. And I had this guy come up in my dream, and Sam's like, I was telling him about it, and he's like, oh my God, I had him in my dream too. So I sketched him out. It was a really poor sketch, you guys, because see any of my sketches, it's horrible. But it's still there. So yeah, we do have them come in and out. It's really cool because our guides are always there for our benefit. They always know what we need, and they will always switch out and tap out when we're done with them, or we've run out of the need for them, or we've learned everything that we need to learn from them. How many can we have? Jamie Ellen, the number is really infinite and compared to what you need at that time. You may need 40 guides at one time to help get you through a lot of situations, which people are crammed with guides. You guys, if you could see how many guides were standing around you at any given time, you would probably be claustrophobic. You'd probably be claustrophobic. I kind of look like a bum today, don't I? And it's because we come back here and I say come back because it's firmly in my mind that we transition over to the life between lives. We do what we have to do over there, and then we come back again. So we may actually reincarnate within the same lifetime. Why am I segueing? Okay. We may actually reincarnate within the same lifetime. So say you have a child and you pass when they're young, and then later on in life, you could reincarnate into their lifetime if they still need that assistance, if that is part of what your journey is. Okay. But we have to be on the other side for a segment of time to heal and regenerate. I don't know why we're talking about this, but you can reoccur in somebody's lifetime, but always going to reoccur in the soul circle, because the soul circle is incredibly important. If we didn't have a soul circle, you guys, I don't even know. I'm just rambling today. If we didn't have a soul circle, it would be almost as if you were trying to go. Here's a great example. Thank you. You're the new kid in class. You've moved to a new school. You have to learn everybody. How long does it take to do that? A long, long time. You go to the same school that you've been going to your whole entire life, and you know everybody's quirks, who to avoid, who to buddy up with, who's going to sit at this table, who's going to do whatever. It's like that when we come back. So we're always coming around with the same people, but we are always going to have some of the same people within our energetic field. Okay, if you guys are on any kind of group, I can only see you as Facebook user. Facebook is making this increasingly difficult. I can only see names of people on My Mystical Life. I apologize. I'm sorry. I rephrase. Periscope, YouTube, and My Mystical Life is the only place I can see people's names. If you're on YouTube, I can see your name. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Zane?
No.
Oh.
He's gonna work on it though.
Okay. All right. I am on the line though.
Okay.
I am on the line.
Now I got actually it comes up to the house and then stubs up and comes in. I have to figure out how to disconnect all that and get him to come back out and repressure test it and make sure the house is good.
Okay. All right. So anyways, go to work. Okay, so I'm scrolling up and down, you guys. If you guys were at the beginning, I will still see you because I constantly go up and down the feed. I try to hit on whoever. Yeah, I do. On whoever my guides tell me to talk to. I want to talk to Natalie Lynch. Natalie, are you still here? Mm-hmm. Okay. Having internal conversations with myself. We're going to start reading. Hey, Lisa's done talking. Okay, not really. Hello, persons of interest, interesting people. This is Vicki McHale. She's so sassy. She's so sassy. Interesting soul sister. Okay, let's see. Yes, we always come back to hang out with our soul sisters and soul brothers. Absolutely. I'm waiting to see if Natalie hung out long enough. 1 second. We're giving her, because everybody has a little water pressure. Okay. All right, so I don't see her popping up here. I love my hair and lipstick color. Thank you. Actually, I didn't do my hair this morning. This is just my come out of the shower look. I probably should have done something more with it. And the more I touch it, the more spacey it gets, but it's okay. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, so let's go on because I don't believe she's here anymore. Let's see. Let's scroll. Let's scroll. Brittany Love says, I've always wondered if when we come back to our families, we are reborn. Absolutely. God, look at that. That's horrible. We always do. We always do. If you are on anything other than My Mystical Life or YouTube and Periscope, I can't see your name. I only see Facebook user. Facebook is making it increasingly difficult, you guys. So head over to My Mystical Life. And if you're already there, click follow so you know when I come on. All right. By the way, we have a great big crystal sale coming up this weekend, the 21st and 22nd. It's like a marathon of crystals. We'll have the water bottles, the kunzite, the bracelets are already available in the store. If you go shop at Our Mystical Crystals in advance, you can hold your basket open and then ship all after the sale if that's what you choose to do. And the other thing I have to talk about is we have the blue smelting quartz here. Okay, that is the giveaway for the membership for this month on Our Mystical Crystal or My Mystical Life, Late Livers. Okay, I was monologuing to see if she showed up, but she did not. So there we go. Hi, Cedar Ward. Hi, Cedar Ward. Okay. So I saw somebody I should be talking to. Jamie Ellen. Jamie Ellen. I want to talk about Jamie. I don't know if this is a past animal that hangs out with you or if this is an animal totem. Let me think. This is a guide. Okay. I have this big black dog. I'm almost considering it a wolf. And I really kind of think that this is, yeah, right. Laura Keating, isn't it a great analogy on how we come back? Because that's how it works. So Jamie Ellen, I want to talk about the color of this particular animal to start with. It's a fairly young animal totem, and that makes a difference. So when I'm working with animal totems, I always pay attention to the little things. It's always important to pay attention to the little things that are thrown at us, you guys. How old they look, what color they are, where are they? Are they outside? Are they inside? Are they in a field? Are they on mountains? And what is the season? And I want you to know that everything about this particular animal totem talks about this being in the spring, talks about it being a young animal. The black color in itself means this is a young animal. It hasn't learned a lot of the lessons that are coming up or you have been revolving in. So I almost want to say that I feel like you're revolving in some lessons and just doing them over and over and over and over again, because it's almost as if you're not, thank you. No, not really, thank you. It's almost as if you are Doing the same thing over. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Thank you. What's the definition of insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I want you to analyze some of the patterns that you have, and I absolutely know it's some of the ways you talk to yourself. Maybe not even talk to yourself, but some of the words that you're using in your daily lifetime. They say lifetime. To bring about things. So make sure you're paying attention to that, because as you start to do that and you start to cut some patterns that you really, really need to cut, then all of a sudden this wolf is going to start changing colors and you're going to be learning lessons. You're going to progress quickly, because I feel like you've had a gate put up in front of you and this animal's just waiting for that to open. And he's going, come on, pay attention. Pay attention. And once you start to pay attention, boom, there you go. You're going to be on an upward spiral. I hope that helps. Okay. I really hope she was still here. Yes, this is live. We are live. We are not Memorex. Okay, if everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Do I have an animal totem, or does everyone have one? Mindy, yes, everybody has animal totems. We get from animal totems, we get things like our base instincts, our basic instincts, our mothering instincts, our survival mode, that almost like an elemental energy where we are either very soft or very protective or very determined. All of these aspects come from our animal totems. And I didn't shut my phone. It's my mother. Hey, Mom. Can I call you back? I'm online. Is everything all right? Okay, I'll call you back in just a little bit. All right, love you. Bye. My mom doesn't watch me online. I think she thinks I'm full of shit. So it's okay. I love her. Mandy, I want to talk about a sparrow. They're talking about a sparrow for you, which sounds like a very anticlimactic animal totem. But I have to say that the sparrow is a little bit of every place at one time and very vocal. It is very lighthearted and energetic. And that's kind of how I see your energy as well. And they're like, this is part of your spirit taking wings and you being somebody that helped uplift other people as well. I almost feel like you could be an empath where you could, oh gosh, I don't know, do you have any back problems or kidney problems? But I actually feel like that you could be the person that everybody goes to tell all their problems. Make sure you're not carrying other people's crap with you, because that bucket needs to be empty. We don't need to carry other people's crap, you guys. We get enough of our own. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Don't pick up other people's energetic issues if you are the person everybody goes to, like their psychologist or psychiatrist. So you have to dump that and let that go. If you don't know how to do that, head over to mymysticallife.com. We do teach classes on all of this. Matter of fact, today's class was Quartz 2.0. If you guys are in the membership, you have to go watch it because it's freaking hysterical. The front of it and the back of it's freaking hysterical. Anyhow, moving on. Next week's class, next Monday's class is on Ancient Civilization, Göbekli Tepe. So we have that class coming up. And I think at the end of this week, yes, matter of fact, at the end of this week on Friday, the next guided meditation is to your higher self. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. We have a lot of stuff that's gone on. Everything in the library that's already up on the membership, you have access to. So it's not like you get it from the day you join to the day you're done. You get it from the very beginning of, like, I think last June or July to now. So you get all those classes. Anyways, moving on.
I will call you with the approximate date. I'm trying to get hold of the phone right now.
Debbie Foster.
All right. How much time do you need to read this area about?
So Debbie, you have the beginning of something coming to an end. I know that sounds like very oxymoronish, right? That's a new, I don't know if that's a new word or not. I'll have to look it up. But they give you, and this is like one of the big ones, you guys, the crow. When it comes to animal totems, this is a significant one. And I want to say that this is actually transitional for you. This is not a full-time, I need to shut my phone off. I have to say that it is not a full-time permanent totem. But that's a good thing because you want to have this totem come in and then flush right back out, because it is about new beginnings, new cycles and transitions, letting old things die and bringing in new prosperity. And they do say prosperity. They give me, I have one guy that all he does, it's like a black background and he melts in and he does money, 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 and he melts back up. That's his only job. Okay. But when I get to see that, I know that that means that what I'm talking about is associated to money and in prosperity and income and an increase in confidence, increase in skill, and upward elevation in dreams, an upward, like creating new dreams. Like I did this, I can do that. So I think that is something you have coming your way. Awesome. Okay, moving on. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. If you are not on My Mystical Life, please head over to My Mystical Life on Facebook or Periscope, My Mystical Life, or YouTube, My Mystical Life. If you're on a group, I can't see you. I can see your comment, but it only says Facebook user. So if you're already on My Mystical Life on Facebook, you might as well follow. Just do it. Facebook makes it difficult. Colleen, thank you for calling Glenn. And he's waiting, by the way. They talked to him and told him he could wait until a clerk position or inside town come up. Okay, Colleen. I don't think I've ever given this one online. That's so funny. They're talking about a chicken. It's just funny to me because the image that I get of this chicken is it's scratching on the ground, and it isn't like the world's best chicken. It kind of reminds me of that chicken on Moana. Sorry. Oh, is my mom here? What? Did my mom join? Nah. Oh, on the phone. Right? Okay. But this is about creating new opportunities, finding things, and also about making sure every end is met. Sometimes it feels as if we have a hard time meeting everything, both emotionally and financially, by the way. This is not just about finances. This is about emotions as well, where we feel sometimes we have to scratch shit up to make things work. And I need you to know that then we'll show that coming to an end where you'll just be like, I've got this. It may be associated with some stress that comes with it, but there might need to be some conversations or something along those lines where this isn't working for me. I need something different from this. Either let's make a change. I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's what you have going on. That's Colleen Granier. Okay, moving on. Chickens! I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I see there's a bunch of people on here. I'm scrolling up and down, and I don't necessarily go in order. So just know that if I pick on your name, then I'll try to pull it up. I'll try to remember to pull it up on the screen, and we'll go from there. By the way, the pendulums and the cards are on our mystical crystals now. They're up, just so you guys know. Okay. Colleen. I want to talk about a really cool animal totem, actually. Okay. At first it was a cat, and I'm like, okay, cat, yay. And they transition over into a snow leopard. Still a fairly small, large cat, but it is all about the color of this and the creation, the spots. It's still a leopard. And it's about assimilating into what you need to have fulfilled at the moment in your lifetime. It's about being fluid enough to allow change and to go with it, even if it's scary. I think that's a big deal with this. If change is scary, and we're uncomfortable, we know that in there somewhere we're going to learn something. Okay. And they talk about your grace under pressure, your grace under pressure. And the fact that this animal is in the winter and it is on a mountain and it is white and it's just beautiful white and you can just barely see those beautiful spots on it. And it's talking about your journey. This is kind of cheating you guys because I know what she does for a living. And she is a healer and a reader, and she's just this incredible person that's in touch with the angels. And Colleen, if you want to put your page address down here in the comments, feel free to do so. But it's about, you have a lot of new lessons coming, but you've learned so much that you've got a really high vibration. So they're like, this is just like, you're just going up little niches and notches as you go along. But you are open to the information, and your angels know that. So they are going to keep shoveling downloads towards you to help you ascend quicker. I want you to also know that you're pretty close to last lifetime. Pretty close. I don't know if it's this lifetime, but they haven't given me that information, but they are talking about pretty close. So, okay, moving on. So Tori Speed, if you guys are on anything other than Periscope, YouTube, which are both My Mystical Life, or Facebook page, My Mystical Life, I can't see your comments other than it says Facebook user. So usually it's a Facebook group. Matter of fact, it's always a Facebook group. So make sure you go to My Mystical Life so that you know, first of all, when I'm online, but secondly, so I can see who you are asking for a reading. Okay, Tori Speed, I want to talk about the natural healing capacity. This hair is such a mess. I need to do some of that. The natural healing capacity that you have, it is, and this is how I know when we have a natural healer, you guys. This is with animal totems. It is so simple to tell when somebody should be working with energy, should be channeling energy out through their body to create change within other people. You have the horse, and the horse is the animal healer of the world. The horse is such a profound healer. Anybody that has a horse or ever been by a horse, and you step up and you put and I miss my horses, they're at home in Ohio. You step up to that horse and you just put your head against that neck, and you can just, the smell of that animal and the feeling and the energy that come from that animal is profound. Okay, it's profound. So not only are they standing there patiently waiting to see what the hell you're doing, they're also naturally emanating energy. So that is what I have to say for you. If you are not an energy healer, I would like to know why. Why do you not, do you understand the energy? I want to know if you are a worker, a light worker. If not, look into it, because you have the ability to create flow through your body. Everything we do, you guys, what I do is nothing spectacular. It really isn't. You can hear people say, oh, I'm so gifted, blah, 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 blah. You know what we do? We work really hard to create flow and create a space for spirit to be able to flow through us and give messages or offer healing. That's what an energy healer does. They are opening up a channel to allow energy to come through their crown chakra, fill them with light, and push it right back out to affect change in somebody else's energetic field. By the way, provable by science. Provable by science, which I love, because I think science is just the art of trying to figure out metaphysics. The things that other people know how to do, they're trying to figure out. Okay, how to heal. How do we heal? That's science. How do we heal? Intuitive healers do it all the time. Miracles happen all the time, but we don't hear about them because we want to sell pharmaceuticals. So just know that you have the capacity to do some really incredible things if you're not already doing that. And if you want, even this, like this, reading, everybody has the capability to do this. Everybody does. Your guides are there, but it's just a matter of learning how to listen. So that is a big deal. Okay. Okay, moving on. Bum, bum, bum. I'm rolling through, you guys. You got your Beyond Lemuria cards Saturday. Aren't they amazing? They are so amazing. I need to get my own deck. I don't want to use Sam's. I cannot see, if you're on a group, you guys, I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. Okay, it's 11:11. It was, wasn't it? Kelly McCormick, you're a horse. You're a horse. You have to know your horse. You have a horse. You have to know that. I also have to tell you about a baboon. I was sitting here looking at the horse going, what a pretty horse. And then come out of the end, you know, the baboon. It's just a baboon. And this is about not being afraid to be you. And there is no not subtleties. There is no, when someone meets you, they know you. It's because of who you are. You are right there. Your energy just rings and vibrates. If you're in a bad mood, everybody knows you're in a bad mood. When you're in a good mood, everybody knows it. You're also the person that people can come and talk to. Absolutely an empath. I believe I know that from classes, though. So if you guys are a late bloomer, give me a shout out. Throw your hand in the air. Give me a late bloomer if you guys are a late bloomer. So I know how many late bloomers we have on today. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. I'd appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Okay. Oh, so Tori Speed's an energy healer, is she? She says I do. So I hope that's what it means. I have to tell you guys, I don't know who was on here the other day. We're almost 50 viewers. Whoop, whoop. I was on here the other day, and I have somebody persistent, and they want to come across, and I am not ready to do that. We've already done Princess Diana, and we've done Michael Jackson, but I actually have Prince that wants to come across, and I don't even remember what Sam and I were doing, that we were talking about Prince, and then there was Prince. And it's kind of like, you're a light worker. Awesome. You have new stuff coming in, Lori Speed. It's kind of like with our guides, our past loved ones. When we think of them, they're there. Okay. And this is new to me. It's new to me. So I have a call in to one of my friends, just because she does this all the time, where she's channeling through energies. So the other day we're sitting here and we're talking like this, and I have him kind of standing there, and he's tapping his toe, and he's kind of like impatient. Prince is standing there impatient, waiting to talk. And I'm like, but I'm not ready. This gives me, it's a lot of energy, and I don't usually do anything that drains me. Everything I do just kind of flows. That kind of gives me a headache. So I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. And then I went, I wonder if this is something that I could just do consistently. And I'm thinking of this, right? And I have suddenly a line of people standing behind Prince, right? Now, this is so funny, because Prince is like, oh my gosh, I grew up with Prince, it's awesome. And I'm like, who else would I be able to talk to? And so I put it out to everybody. I'm like, who's second in line? And I had one person guess the answer right. And I'm sure some of you were on here the other day when this happened. So it's not really quite fair. Look at all the late bloomers. Look at all the late bloomers. But it was so interesting, because it was John Wayne. And John Wayne, for me, forget about it. I grew up on John Wayne. I watched Westerns every Saturday with my dad. John Wayne. I get to interview John Wayne. I'm so starstruck and excited. It's just crazy stupid. So this is stuff we're gonna set up. I really do want to talk to my friend about this first, and just because of what we do, you guys, doesn't mean we're perfect, and I'm just a little secure about it, but it's just because it's such a big energy, and it's a lot of interesting energy. Look at all the late bloomers. The more I learn, the more I realize I need to learn more. Absolutely, Lori Spears. Absolutely. We are always learning, which is how the membership started, by the way. it really, really is how the membership started, because I was teaching classes and I was learning just as much as the students were learning in the classes. And I was actually started the new webpage specifically to teach Reiki 1, 2, and 3 in recorded modules that people could take. And then all of a sudden I went, oh, look, there's a membership thing. Let's do that first. And then we'll go. I haven't gotten around to the Reiki yet. It's because I'm putting together all these classes. Anyhow, okay. So let's go forward. Look at all these late bloomers, you guys. We do different device. Okay. We do have a new class coming up. I know I've talked about it, and I know I have people that want to join. I haven't had the moment to set it up organized. I have to be organized online first, and I will get that over the course of the next couple days. And I will announce when we are going to do Prince and when we're going to do John Wayne. Those are going to be probably YouTube videos that you guys can go jump over and watch over there, and then we'll share over. I don't know how we're going to do it. Debbie Morass, been away from the membership for a while, but I'm glad to be back. There's a ton of classes now, not a ton, but there's a lot of classes. Sam does crystal classes each month. We've done Atlantis, we've done Lemuria, we've done the witch trials, we've done Salem, we've done, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you all the things we've done so far. So if you guys head over, it's like $11.11 a month for the basic level, it's at least 4 classes a month, at least 4 classes. Okay. You know what, Lori, she said, here's what Lori says. I don't look at it that way. I think we are all exactly where we're supposed to be. Right? It was Stacia that got the Duke. I think we're all exactly where we're supposed to be at the time we're there. So I don't think of it as anybody behind anybody else. I think of it as you being in your perfect spot for where you are in life, in your soul journey right now. Because maybe there was something earlier in life that would have prevented you from having the open mind to be where you are now. Personal views, religion, society, all of that. So everybody's going to be in the perfect spot for where they need to be at the given moment. Always. Aisha Palmer has been so patient. This is another crow. A lot of crow today. Okay. This is about old patterns dying. And being very, very vocal about where you need to be in life. And they're talking, I don't know if you do public speaking or if you do any type of writing. They want you to start journaling things down. And I'm supposed to tell you that you could be doing what I do very easily. It's the oddest feeling. I can feel a great big eye on my forehead opening and closing, opening and closing. And the other thing, you guys, when you open your third eye, it's not a huge practice. Okay. Open your third eye, become aware of extra energies, and then that third eye stays open. Okay. It's not like it just shuts close again. It's always open. We're always aware of things after that. So just know that if you're already working intuitively, if you're not working intuitively, just be aware of energies around you, and you're going to start ramping up. Here's a great practice, and they're speaking of this, and I've not done this online yet. They're speaking of this specifically for you, Aisha. Shut off all the lights in your room, sit in the dark, and feel. Just feel. This is how I started. Ghost hunting is how I started. Paranormal investigation. We've done classes on that. And I could sit in a dark room and go, I feel energy over there, and put my recorder over there and would get information, or take pictures in that direction and get information. So practice reaching out, and you'll be surprised at some of the things you'll start to notice. Okay, moving on. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Dennis Casey. I want to talk. About, hold on a second. I want to get a little background information on this. Interesting. I want to talk about sacred connection you have to the buffalo. So you have the buffalo animal totem, middle-aged buffalo. But the thing about this buffalo is it's constantly moving, constantly running, constantly going forward, constantly being a force of nature. I can hear the thunder of the hooves, which is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I could not imagine being alive to have heard the thunder of the buffalo on the plains before they were decimated. Can you imagine the earth shaking from all of those animals? And the reason I had to do a little digging into this is because this is very closely associated to a past life for you. They talk about a Native American past life, and interesting, I believe that in this particular past life, you worked in a shamanic capacity of some sort, because they show you standing out on the plains and the buffalo walking up to you and leaning into you, and you being thankful for the, he calls it the bounty of the animal. Not necessarily that this person actually stood out on the plains and walked up to buffalo, but he's talking about the energy, the exchange of energy between this person and these sacred animals, and how closely tied together they were. So this was definitely in a plains capacity, a plains Indian capacity. So this is Akashic, an association to an animal totem that has come back because of that close relationship in a past life to come back to be an assistant in this particular lifetime. This is a permanent animal totem for you in this lifetime because there was this incredible honoring and exchange of energy in a past lifetime. I love that. It's fantastic. It really is beautiful. It's about cooperation. Okay, scrolling through. Crystal Graham is Mina Bear. I want to talk, Crystal. I do see a bear standing off to the side, but right now I think your major, I'm reading, your major totem right now is the moose. This is about reaching, visualization, being able to reach down and grab things that, am I being loud? Which one?
Yeah, like that's going to stop the loud.
Are you letting the dogs in?
Letting the dogs in. Trying to spare you from the slobber.
Oh, okay. Spare me from the slobber.
Plumbers are coming Monday.
Awesome. Okay.
I've been dismissed.
I'll be with you in a minute.
I've been dismissed.
But the moose is all about being very sympathetic and empathetic as well. I would assume you're an empath. I would assume you're an intuitive, but also very grounded and a big energy. I also want to talk about your throat chakra. I feel like there's something that should be vocalized at the moment. You should be talking about something. You should be creating new opportunities for yourself through the consistency of what you have to say, not just saying it 1 or 2 times, but you have to keep speaking because I think somebody is just not getting the message. Yeah, that's what I have. Okay. If everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. You can find everything I do at mymysticallife.com, you guys. Readings, the membership to continue learning. The dog is whining because he misses me because he's been outside for 5 minutes. Life is ending because he can't, get in the room and slobber on me. I'm glad that makes sense, Crystal Graham. I am glad that makes sense. The dog. Okay, I'm scrolling through, you guys. I'm scrolling through. I have some cool readings. Thank you. Here's what I have to say about this. I have some cool guides. I have some really cool guides. Every reading that I offer is something my guide said, and this is what we're doing. And I have some that I've taken down because, well, the dogs won't be quiet enough for me to, and we're in construction mode here at the house. I don't have a quiet enough space, but I actually have one that I offer that I walk you through shamanic journey to your Akashic records, and we go meet Metatron and Saint Germain, and we go pull back 7 soul fragments from your Akashic records. And that one, I only do one of those a week because they're really big energies, but that is a really cool, everything I do, I've been guided to do by my guides, and they drop pearls. They drop pearls. So I never, like any of the, on the membership site, you guys, any of the guided meditations, because there's one of those a month, any guided meditation, I never pre-plan a meditation. I work with Archangel Metatron, and he's just like spits them out. So it's really cool. Although I have done one with, I've done a couple with Saint Germain, and somebody else. I'm trying to remember. The Saint Germain one was really, really amazing. I stepped out of that trance doing Saint Germain, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. I got to do that myself. So that's really kind of cool. It's amazing when you give your guides rein to do what they want to do, what comes across. So April, for you, I have chipmunk, and you would think that sounds like a very anticlimactic animal totem. But chipmunks are all about being industrious and smart as shit, man. They're all about being prepared and kind of little that energy that's big and a little package. And they keep saying prepared, like putting stuff away. So if you're not preparing for your future and putting stuff away, like money and things like that, bring that energy in for yourself. Start preparing for your future is what they're saying. Start preparing, because you have some things that you're going to want to invest in eventually, whether it's emotionally or financially. Start preparing for your future. Okay. Wait, I'm debating on which one of the 2 healings to do. Honestly, I have no idea what's on my schedule. People all the time ask me, how much do you charge? How much are your readings? I don't know. I haven't changed them in a couple of years. I put them up on the schedule thing, and I just left them. So when you go to My Mystical Life, you click on like healings and readings or something. I don't even know. And it takes you to the schedule. I have no idea what I have up there right now. I just don't. And I just see my schedule on Tuesdays, and I go, oh, that's good too. So yes, we are here looking to buy a house. Awesome. That's awesome. Great, great, great. Yeah, the puppies. The puppies. And you know what's really funny is they're not just puppies. They are the Great Dane. And he comes in, he was drinking. You could probably hear him drinking. So you know what that means? This is the only Great Dane we've had that has shoestrings. It's just gross. We're going to go with this one. Ladybugs. Now, you may look up animal totems online, and they may mean something totally different from what I say, and that's okay, because I'm reading your energy. If you're reading something offline, I mean, that's the general thing. The ladybugs, actually, I don't know what the heck they're talking about. That's just even I'm like confused. They're talking about a song related to ladybugs. I don't know. Something about the spots on the back of the ladybug. I don't know. You might have to Google it. But there's something about the ladybug and the spots and the number of spots, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I'm just telling you, look up some kind of ladybug song. Or maybe there's a book. I don't know. Okay, thank you. I was trying to figure out what they were trying to show me. They were showing me something burrowing in, like an animal totem that burrows in. And they're showing actually a prairie dog. I know, prairie dog, not very exciting, right? But here's the thing. Here's where the prairie dog is exciting. They have their own home. They have their own area. They have their family, which means more to them than anything else. And they are really great at digging in and creating change. They will change a landscape within days, you guys. So this is about family, entrenchment, creation, being open and honest, and not just with other people, but with yourself. And a shift. You have a shift coming in your life that's quite beautiful. And I may even go into a little bit of mediumship for you as well, because I want to talk about a woman. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you what I get. I have the, and this is for Jennifer Louise. I wanted to repeat that. I have a woman. She kind of reminds me of Cruella de Vil. I don't know if it's the hair color that should be significant. I don't know if it's the cigarette that she's talking about that should be significant. Maybe a thin type of cigarette. But I also, when I think of Cruella de Vil, I think of cigarette smell. I don't know why. But I feel like there's a female energy behind your energy someplace that is just trying to knock on the door here and say, be indomitable, be larger than life, be a force, be me. She's, I don't know, I have no idea, but she reminds me of Cruella de Vil. I don't know if it's the dogs, I don't know what it is. So just know that this person is there, and they are like a cheering section for you, and you would not have anticipated this person being a cheering section. That's all I know. That's all I know. I hope this makes sense to you. If it does not, think about it a little bit. Ask this person to come to you in the middle of the night, talk to you, whatever. But just be courageous. Just be courageous. Tall, thinnish woman. Blanche. Is it somebody you know named Blanche? Or are you making fun of like the Golden Girls? Thank you, Night Hawk. Yes, I do readings. I do readings. I'm going to wait for a minute for Jennifer to come back. I want to know if this is actually Blanche or if it's from the Golden Girls, that she's making a Golden Girls reference. But this person just seems, I don't know why they talk about France. What the hell's got to do with France? She felt like she should be French or something. I don't know. No idea. Your grandmother's grandmother. Okay. Or was she very svelte and very almost classy in a Frenchy kind of way? I can in pictures, your grandmother's grandmother. Wow, that's old. Wow. It's just somebody that just feels classy. Feels classy. Because smoking was cool back then. You know? Okay. Your family is French. Okay. Thank you. You know, you guys, we feel sometimes like we're going batshit crazy over here going, wee wee. So it is a thing. It is a thing. And as time goes, you guys, I am going to have to let you go. I have to call my mother back. I feel like that's pressing. I really feel like I have to do that. So, taking care of family. My grandmother thought I was her reincarnated or very well supported through spirit. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys make sure you like My Mystical Life so you know when I get back online. I'm going to be doing this more often. Head over to My Mystical Life. If you're looking for an intuitive teacher, I would love to do it. If you want to be a reader and you don't know how to start, let me help. Head over to My Mystical Life, Late Bloomers. And for $11.11 a month, we have a bunch of classes to teach you how to get started. And I love what I do because it's so accessible for everybody to do. And I love teaching that. So, all right, guys, I got to go call my mom. I got to call my mommy. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm sorry if I didn't get to you. I try to hit as many people as I can on here, and it is sometimes challenging to get that done. And everybody have a wonderful afternoon. My feed scrolls so quickly that I have people coming up and down, and it's hard to catch everybody. So everybody have a wonderful afternoon. Find joy, find love, be blessed, feel divine, because you are. All right, guys. Bye.